No one noticed when it began. That was the most dangerous part. It started with small things, shared glances across a conference table, conversations that lingered a moment too long after meetings ended, the quiet relief of being understood without explanation. At 59, Dage wasn't looking for excitement. He was looking for air. For 32 years, he had been married to the same woman, lived in the same house, driven the same route to work. His life wasn't unhappy, it was simply settled. And settled things, he had learned, could begin to feel invisible. Emily joined the firm in early autumn. She was competent, thoughtful, and close enough to his age that their shared references, music, old movies, the memory of rotary phones, felt comforting rather than nostalgic. She laughed easily. She listened, and unlike everyone else, she asked David how he was doing, and waited for the answer. They never touched, not at first. Their lunches became routine. Their emails grew longer. Conversations drifted from work to life, from life to quiet confessions neither of them had planned to make. Emily spoke of a marriage that had slowly turned into polite coexistence. David spoke of a home filled with silence he didn't know how to break. What they shared stayed at the office. That was the rule, unspoken but firm, until it didn't. David's wife, Claire, had always believed that infidelity announced itself loudly. Late nights, sudden changes, guilt that spilled into careless behavior. She trusted David because he was predictable, steady, almost stubbornly consistent. When she sensed something was wrong, it wasn't because of what he did, but because of what he stopped doing. He stopped talking. At dinner, he answered politely, briefly, as if conserving something. His attention felt divided, even when he was present. Claire, who had spent decades learning the rhythms of their marriage, felt the shift like a change in weather. She didn't confront him right away. At their age, accusations felt heavier, more dangerous. Instead, she waited. The affair never became physical in the way people expect. There were no hotel rooms, no whispered promises. What existed between David and Emily lived in words, in shared vulnerability, in the intoxicating feeling of being seen anew. And yet it was an affair all the same. Emily knew it couldn't last. She had known from the beginning. What surprised her was how painful the ending felt even before it arrived. She watched David struggle, torn between the life he had built and the one he briefly imagined. One afternoon, she ended it, not dramatically, not angrily. "I don't want to be the place you escape to," she said. "I want to be a place that doesn't hurt anyone." David nodded. He didn't argue. Some truths don't require defense. That evening, Claire asked him a single question. "Is there something you haven't told me?" He could have lied. He almost did. Instead, he told her the truth. Not every detail, but enough. Enough to break something open between them. Claire listened without interruption. When she finished, she didn't cry. She didn't raise her voice. She simply sat there, absorbing the weight of years, choices, and near misses. "I wish," she said finally, "that you had come to me first." So did he. They didn't separate. They didn't pretend it never happened. They began, awkwardly and slowly, to speak honestly for the first time in years. About loneliness, about aging, about the quiet fear of becoming irrelevant to one another. The affair stayed at the office, but the reckoning came home. And in that reckoning, they discovered something unexpected. Not renewal, not romance, but clarity. At their age, love no longer demanded perfection, only truth.